Yeah, they are a five-star hotel. The food needs to be good, but not for the shampoo and shower gel in the bathroom. Ugh, the suite room must be lots better. And they ran out of lobster soup at the time, so I had to order the eel soup instead. What a bad service. I'll complain to the manager tomorrow. That's enough for the complaining, Richard. I think all the services are really good. And also the attitude of the staff here. You don't need to be so hard on them like that. Ugh.
We are living better life than ever, but we still complain is our topic for today. Complaining is a natural part of human communication. When nothing goes right the way you plan it, you start to think that you don't belong in this world. Then you start to complain and pin out all the negative stuffs that had happened in your life. You complain about the negatives in life without looking at the positive in your life. Then you keep telling yourself that you are not worth it. Complaining is part of human development in life. Every time something doesn't seem right, they see the wrong as a failure in life and start to complain. It is probably not realistic to decide to never complain again, but setting limits can be beneficial. Assalamualaikum and greetings. My name is Nori Edina. For today, we are going to know about why people complain, how to complain less, consequence if we complain less, and finally, the conclusion of today's topic. So, there are three main reasons on why do people complain so much. The first one is because the emotional regulation. Sometimes people complain as a way to manage their emotions. By venting out their feelings, they hope to lessen the severity of these distressing emotions. Next is due to their mood. People may be more likely to complain when they are experiencing negative moods. The problem with this is that people complain more when they are in a bad mood. Their complaining then leads to further negative moods, creating a vicious cycle. And the last one is because of social factors. Other people can also influence on how often people complain. Being around people who tend to complain a lot can make people more likely to air their own grievance. Shared complaining can also serve as a form of social bonding. Complaint can be proven as problem based on the research that I have found. In 1949, a Canadian psychologist named Donald O'Hare published a book titled The Organization of Behavior, laying out his theory on how our brains process stimuli and form habits. Basically, when we hold a thought or experience a feeling, massive amounts of neurons are triggered. So, if you complain often enough and make it a habit to see situations from a negative point of view, you won't stop. Your brain, which has been trained to see this negativity by force of habit, will keep you stuck in the same groove. The other proof is when a 1996 Stanford study said that complaining or even being complained to for 30 minutes or more can physically damage the brain. The worst part is that the average person complains between 15 to 30 times a day, according to Will Bowen, which, if you spread it equally between 16 hours of wakefulness we enjoy, means that we complain every 32 minutes. And because of how bad complaint can affect our life, are the reasons of why we should complain less or even stop. But how? So first is taking action. The desire to complain stems from dissatisfaction with something in one's life, often coupled with a feeling of inability to change it. Complaints may indicate that action is required. So, the next time you want to complain, instead, think about what you can do to improve your situation and then, if possible, do it. Next is seeking support. Social support is an excellent stress reliever. And if you are lucky, you have some supportive and wise people in your life to confide in when you are feeling down. Instead of complaining to them, join in their laughter. If you are dealing with a more serious problem, tell them how you are feeling, get their thoughts, and possibly a hug, and then move on to happier topics. There is no need to complain. And lastly, the easiest one is remaining grateful. Counting your blessings can help you get out of a funk or shift your focus away from your frustrations. It is difficult to complain when you consider how fortunate you are. By doing all of that, we can begin to focus more on the present instead of complaining or saying what ifs a lot. Winning about the way we imagine something the uncertain is waste of time. To add on, we can start to focus more on ourselves and less on what others were doing. Stop complaining if someone didn't do the way you want them to do, but instead focus on you only. Moreover, we can become a happier person because we indirectly avoid the negativity. And last but not least, it was pointless to complain about things that we had no control over. A lot of what we venting about was out of our hands, so complaining about it was pretty pointless. For example, tripping over things or whatsoever. In conclusion, complaining can be beneficial at times, especially when done mindfully to address a problem. Finding ways to reduce your complaining can improve your life and well-being. It can help you feel better about your life as well as improve your relationships. When you do need to complain, keep your complaints to problems you are attempting to solve. Finally, your life is what you make it. My last word is, I would like to invite all of you to stand up, pat your shoulder, and be grateful for everything you have, for being alive and everything, and stop complaining over little things. As Nicole Pager said, turns out complaining about things that haven't happened yet is actually a massive waste of time. And that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Remember, complain less, be happy, and have a nice day. Thank you.